Thursday. It is 5:30, so I'm going to make some breakfast in a second. I think I might have a croissant or two today, maybe, and obviously a cup of tea. I'm going to use a different mug that my friend got me last year, and I'll show you guys because it's amazing. I love that mug so much. I just want to talk about something quick. Last night I had a very emotional, unexpected conversation with my ex, and he was quite upset because he'd seen my vlog and saw me say about the narcissistic and controlling behaviour. So I just wanted to clear something up. I didn't mean that he was narcissistic and controlling our entire relationship. I just felt that the conversation we had and his reaction to my reaction was narcissistic and controlling. But last night he did explain everything, because I think he was hurt because I didn't give much of a reaction. He just assumed I didn't care, which was not true. It was completely the opposite. You know, when you care so much, but you feel like when someone says we need to talk about us, I was like, oh no, I know what's coming. So I sort of prepared. I did that thing where you sort of like, right, this is going to happen. Prepare yourself, don't completely break down. So I prepared myself for it and then had a reaction that was very blunt, but I was trying to protect myself. So I just wanted to clear that up because he's afraid that everybody watching this is just going to think that he's this really horrible, awful person. He's not. I don't want to backtrack because I still think in that moment that's what I thought, so I'm not going to backtrack and say that, but in that moment I thought that that's what it felt like. I did end up having my breakdown last night. I mean, I can feel, I was crying a lot last night, so I can feel my eyes are super swollen. Anyway, on to lighter stuff. I'm going to make some breakfast and then I'm going to watch the rest of Zoe Tuck's vlog. She uploaded a vlog, I think it was yesterday, of her daughter Ottilie's second birthday, and oh, it was so cute. It was just the cutest. So I want to finish that and just, you know, try and chill, because to be honest with you, I've got a bit of a headache this morning, and I think that's from all the crying and everything last night. So I just had my croissant with strawberry jam in. It was lovely. I'm just going to show you guys my mug. This is my donut mug, and my best friend Jade bought me this last year, and it is amazing. And the really cool thing about it is with some novelty mugs you just can't, it's not possible to drink out of them, but this one you really can, and that's one of the reasons she got it for me, because she saw it and she was like, oh. And then she was like, oh, I bet you can't drink out of it. And then she looked at it and she was like, you can. And then she bought it for me. So it's from Wilko, I believe, because when I've been browsing on there, I've seen it. I think it's like £3.50. It's amazing. So if you like the look of it, go and grab one. So I'm all dressed and ready for the day now. I don't look that great today. I think it's a representation of how I feel. I feel quite anxious today, a little bit down. I know I said that I would stop talking about my relationship, but I have a question for you. How do you know what's the right thing to do? How do you know if you should keep going? How do you know if you should try? How do you know all those things? Anybody that's watching this that's married or has been in a long-term relationship, have you ever faced those challenges, and how did you get through them? Do you argue? Because I see these married couples, it's like my cousin Laura and her husband Matt. They literally are the cutest couple in the whole entire world. Like, honestly, I look at their relationship. Laura doesn't know this and Mark doesn't know this. I look at their relationship and I'm like, oh my God, like, I wish I had something like that. Because you can just see how much they love each other. You really, really can. I sort of want that. But I can't decide what to do. How do you decide? How do you know? How do you know what's right? I suppose you don't until you try it, and, you know, everybody makes mistakes and that's just how it goes, but I can't for the life of me decide what to do, and it's making me more and more anxious. Obviously it's difficult with him being away right now. Like, when you're having a conversation about your relationship, you should do it face to face. So I think I'm going to see him when he comes back and sort of lay everything out and talk to him and see where we stand, see where the ground lies. I'm very confused about my feelings right now. Very confused. I love him. I really love him. Any advice would be great. If anybody's got any advice, please message me on my Instagram or comment down below even, so that anybody else who's going through the same thing can check the comments and see your advice. I'm going to have a cup of tea and just try zen out a bit. I might read a little bit, I don't know. We all know that when I'm anxious I struggle to read, but maybe reading might help. I don't know if reading romance books really helps, but that's the only genre I read. I'm over halfway through my book now, and I want to see what happens because it's getting juicy. It's getting really, really good. If you love a good romance, King of Wrath is up there. Honestly, get it. Get it, get it, get it. It's £6 in the works, and so is King of Pride. King of Greed, I discovered, my friend actually told me, is not out yet. But when it is, you best believe I'm getting it. Also, I saw a book on TikTok yesterday that's literally the most perfect book for me because I love autumn. It's called The Pumpkin Spice Cafe. And it's a romance and the cover's autumnal, and I was like, I need that book. It's not out yet. I think it gets released, what day is it today? The 30th. I think it gets released tomorrow. I need it. Like, need it. Literally saw it and I gasped, lost all the air in my lungs because I was like, I've never seen a more perfect book for me ever. I thought it would be fun to read out my book list of books I want to buy, and if anybody's read them, let me know if you enjoyed them and if you didn't, so I can save myself from buying them if they're really bad. But I just thought I'd go through them with you. Excuse me looking down, it's just they're all on my phone. Top of the list, obviously, The Pumpkin Spice Cafe. Next one is With This Kiss by Carrie Hope Fletcher. Now, I saw a video on TikTok of her explaining what the book was about. It sounded like my sort of thing, so I was like, yes, I definitely want to read that one. And in Rome is a romance. It looks really great, and I've heard good reviews. Shatter Me series. I'm just going to put my hair behind my ear because it's annoying me. Shatter Me is a series that everybody is raving about right now. It's a romance series. I think it's fantasy romance, but I really want to read it. There's also a series, and one of the books is Hooked. I think it's like Disney retellings, but with spice and stuff in them. So I definitely want to get that series. I've got It Happened One Summer. That's apparently a good one. Love and Other Words. I've heard literally every single person that does their best romance books on TikTok has got this book in there, so 100% down to read it. Love and Gelato, and the cover of it looks stunning and loads of people have been recommending it, so I definitely want to read that. The Summer I Turned Pretty, very interested to read the book. Everybody talks about this book and says it's just like a hug in a book. Love Jason Thorne is a new one I've heard floating about recently, saying that that's really good. I think there's a few others in the series as well. Meet Me in London and Baby It's Cold Outside are both Christmassy books, and I want them both 100%. They look amazing. People are recommending them, saying they're really good, really nice like fluffy, Christmassy, cozy romance. Loads of Colleen Hoover books on my list. Got Verity, Heartbones, Reminders of Him, Regretting You, Layla, Confess, Without Merit, Too Late, the Maybe Someday series, the Slammed series. If you've read any of those, let me know. I think that might be every Colleen Hoover book that exists. But if you've read them, let me know. Read any of those, let me know what you think down below. Hello everyone, it's around 8 o'clock. I feel like all of my evening portion of the vlog starts at 8 o'clock. I haven't filmed much today at all, really. I have not been feeling the best, to be honest. I miss Nathan a lot, and I want to try and work things out with him because it seems like a lot of it may have been a misunderstanding or things that weren't communicated in the best way. And I love him, and he says that he loves me, and I miss him, and he said he misses me. So I definitely want to try and fix things between us. I mean, I think a conversation needs to be had, as you do in relationships when things start to go wrong, where both parties can speak freely about, you know, what they want from a relationship, what they feel like needs improving, and, you know, all of that. We definitely need to have a conversation about it all. I'm thinking about couples that are together a long time. This was sort of the first or like second challenge that me and Nathan faced. And, you know, couples argue and disagree all the time because we're different people, you know? You're not going to agree with something everyone says, whether they're your mom, your best friend, your boyfriend, your husband. Not all conversations in a relationship are great, and, you know, you have to go through some rocky patches, and that's just part of it. But yeah, I've just been feeling really down, to be honest, and I've been trying not to cry like all day. As you can probably tell, I feel a bit emotional now. I'm not gonna cry in a vlog. That's stupid. I'm not gonna do that. But things are never easy. The thing is that this is the most real relationship that I've been in. One where I do feel loved and cared for. And I don't want it to end. I don't think either of us do. I think we just need to figure out how to make things work. It's difficult because he lives, as I said, he lives far away from me. He has a demanding job. It's not a job really, it's a lifestyle. And adapting to that is difficult, but it's just one of those things, and I need to adapt to it. We need to have a conversation and we need to just sort things out, because you have to work at relationships. They don't just stay good. As soon as things get rocky, you need to rally together and try and work things out if you want to be together. And I think that's what we're gonna do. Hopefully. With me, and I feel like him saying that he thought it would be better if we were friends. As soon as he said that, I was like so definitive with it, and I was like, right, okay, whatever, that's fine, move on, try and handle myself. Like, because like I've said before, it's happened so many times that I was just like, oh, you know, here we go, this is happening again. And it hurt loads more than any others, because I'm pretty sure that I've never been in love before until now. There were times where I thought I was in love, but no. A lot of things with Nathan are perfect. Like, think about when we first got together. Our first kiss, like, was perfect. And we are very similar, have very similar personalities. But it was easy when we first got together because he wasn't working, he was on a break. So we could see each other a lot more, whereas obviously him working is the reality and him being on a break is a fantasy, really, and it's always short-lived because that's just the way it goes. And I'm trying to get used to that. I like being around people. I like being with people. I don't like being on my own. I tend to feel lonely quite easily when I'm not around the person that I love. It's hard for me. I get anxious. This is the thing. I've had a lot of men in the past lie to me, use me, even cheat on me too. So when I don't get messages, when I've had like 3 days of messaging like back and forth, and then I get a day of like not a lot of messages, which is normal in life, and I know that it happens, but I get very worried and I'm overthinking. I'm like, oh my god, is he with someone else? And this isn't like just like for Nathan, this is just like for everybody. And I can't help that. It's not because I don't trust him, it's just I have trust issues, period. It's not the person, it's just everything that I've experienced in the past. I've not been treated great in the past. I've not been treated great. I've been treated really badly. It's not been nice. I've not been treated the best. I've had bad stuff happen to me. I won't go into that. If you're very close to me, then you'll know what I'm talking about. Jade will know what I'm talking about. But I can't help the overthinking and the trust issues because I also have anxiety. So it's just the constant, I don't want to constantly worry. This is the thing. I don't want to do it. But I can't help that. I just, like I said, it's not the person, it's the situation and what's happened to me in the past. Anyway, I'm rambling again. I just wanted to be truthful about how I've been feeling. So today's not been great. Been very anxious, very tired. I just wanted to have a day where I just stayed in bed and slept and watched films all day. But the reality is when you've got a child, you can't do that. You can't do that. You sort of have to, even if you feel shit, you've got to get up. You've got to get on with your day. You've got to make sure that they're okay, which is hard when you're not feeling like it. I am going to read some more of my book, possibly. I've read quite a lot today. I've probably read about 4 or 5 chapters. I think I've got like 30% of my book left. I think I'm 70% of the way through according to Goodreads with the page I'm on. Very excited to finish it. It's getting good, and I'm very excited to go on to King of Pride to see what that's about. Let me know if you guys want me to go through my bookshelf, because obviously I've got my TBR cart which I've showed you, but I haven't shown you my bookshelf. If you would like me to go through that, then please let me know. Anything to do with reading I will talk about. I think I've spoken about books in literally every single one of these vlogs. I'm obsessed with books, so yeah. And on Sunday, obviously, I have my gig, and what I'll do on that day is I will film a sort of get ready with me. So I'll get ready on camera with you. I'll probably do my like singing warm-ups on camera too, maybe. I'll see, because they're a bit weird. Leave some questions down below over the next few days, or if you don't want your question to be in a comment and you want it to be like anonymous, I don't know, then send it to me in my Instagram, which will be linked below. Yeah, just ask me some questions, anything you want to know, like anything, then just let me know. It can be, you know, a would you rather question if you really like, a question about parenting, question about books, relationships, or whatever. I mean, by any means, I'm not a guru, obviously. I'm not a makeup guru either. I'm just gonna say that, like, I will do my makeup on camera, but you guys will probably be like, what are you doing? Because I have no idea what I'm doing, and my makeup will look a bit crazy because obviously I'm doing a gig, so it has to be like more intense because of the lights and things. You can't be neutral when you're a singer doing a gig. You've got to go bold. I have no idea what dress I'm wearing yet either, so I need to figure that out. Got lots of options, so, and it is in the daytime, so I need to sort of edit my outfit choice for that. I think I've got an idea of a dress. Anyway, shut up, Emily, is what I can hear you all saying. I'm going to settle down now and I'm going to read some of my book, and then I am going to get some well-needed shut-eye. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for keeping up with the vlogs. I've had some lovely, lovely messages saying that some of you find them really relaxing and you really like them. So thank you for saying that. I really appreciate it, and I feel like I will continue it for a while until you guys get bored and go and watch something else. When I can drive, which I've got my test on the 16th of October, vlogs will get a lot more interesting. I'm telling you that now. They will get a lot more interesting. I can start doing drive with me's and stuff like that. So, you know, stick around for that. October will be great. Up till then, it's so-so, but October will be great. If I pass, which I fully intend to. No, manifestation, we're manifesting this. I will pass my driving test this next time round. I will pass it 100%. Come on guys, say it with me. Emily will pass her driving test. Emily will pass her driving test. Hopefully, my God, hopefully. If I fail it again, I actually give up. If I fail again, I'll be like, no, I'm not doing it. I'll just walk everywhere. Yeah, I'm gonna get some well-needed sleep, but I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Good night.